On this week's episode, we talk about King Richard.
And the new Resident Evil Welcome to Racoon City.
Plus, all the other pop culture news and events of the week. We have been watching a lot, and we've got a lot to talk about this week.
Yes! We just saw the new Resident Evil Welcome to Racoon City. Distributed by Sony, produced by Sony and Screen Gems. Based on the video game with the same name. And you know the premise because of the other movies. There's an entire franchise, 6 movies about zombies that are taking over the world because this evil corporation named Amberle. And this is the small beginning. This is the origin of everything. Remade, retold by different casts. There's like one of the same producers, but mostly different. And what did you think?
I have mixed feelings. I loved the cast, and there were some very intriguing moments and some very interesting moments. But as someone who hasn't played the games and is watching this really just as a movie, the beginning was so boring. And there was, like I said, there were some intriguing moments, but they went by too fast. So I think it deserved better than it got.
Yeah,
my opinion.
They tried to cram on this first new movie with this reboot. They tried to cram into it content, story, characters from 2 games, Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2. And I felt like in the beginning there was like not a lot going on, but a lot of characters. And everybody's like popping in the screen, and they say something or someone make a joke, and they get out. And things start. It was like it took a while for things to start picking up, and you know.
It did.
And when they do, the movie is over. And you know, in a video game, it usually takes, I don't know, let's say at least 6 to 10 hours of content, of story. To cram that in a movie is complicated. To do 2, even more. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It was interesting.
They had good effects, good stunts.
Good cast. And very different than the other ones. The other ones was like action, a lot of action, because they tried to capture the action moments of the game, even though they kind of butchered the story. But as movies, I thought the other ones were more fun, more interesting. This one was slow, dark, more horror.
Yeah, I felt like the horror wasn't even that scary though, because like for the whole first, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't watching the clock or anything because we were in a theater, and I'm not going to be that person. But for the whole first half of the movie, the jumps, it was all really predictable. Like the zombies were just really normal zombies. Our heroes, our main characters, had ready access to weapons and vehicles and shelter. The stakes just weren't very high, and any of the jump scares were just really predictable. So I wasn't super. I get what they were trying to do, but I don't know. I just didn't think it was that effective because it felt like something that we'd seen before.
So you want something unexpected, like a zombie riding a pony, and the pony would start dancing.
Okay, yeah, zombie pony. I'm just saying, you've got it. The zombie genre has been done to death, you might say, done to undeath. So you've got to give it something special, I don't know, a giant corporation, a sinister corporation behind it. And I just didn't feel like there was enough of that. They tease it a little at the beginning, and we got a little bit of it at the end, and then there was just a lot of generic zombie stuff in the middle. And I'm left with more questions about this orphanage and Damien Dark, Neil McDonough's character. whose name escapes me at the moment. Like, there were a lot more interesting stuff that, like, flashed across the screen and then was done. And then just all this time was like, and then they shoot the zombie, but they didn't shoot in the head, so it wakes up again, and then they shoot, like, I don't know. It just felt done.
Yeah, but yeah, they definitely tried to go for something more serious and more mysterious and more dark, and they left a lot of loose ends for, who knows, maybe do more. We do know that Netflix is producing a series, and I don't know how movies will play out since Netflix is making this whole new live action series for Resident Evil. But if you're a fan, it's interesting. You should check. It's not terrible. Yeah. It's not bad. It's different than the other movies. It's closer to the game. I think they should stick to one game, and then the other game. You know, just like the games do. But you know, it's like there's not a lot of patience among the executives and the studios. They want to show stuff. They want to, you know, when it's not smart. You know, if you make one really good, you can make 17 others, you know, and make more money. But I guess they're still playing safe and not risking it. So
it feels like a situation where less would be more.
Yeah.
Like fewer games would be like one better movie. The people around us seem to. There's a post-credit scene that you should stick around for, and the people around us. Oh yeah, mid-credits. Either way, stick around for the credits. There are people around us who are like really excited about a couple things. So I think maybe if I were more into the games, I would have enjoyed it more because I would have, like, I don't know, recognized characters and the beginnings of things and references.
The boy character, what happened to the boy character was, for me, was not a surprise. I knew the character. And actually it was less than a surprise because as soon as they mentioned his name at the beginning of the movie, I was like, okay, so that guy's gonna become that guy. But anyways, there was more. And we'll see. Again, loose ends, cliffhanger. Let's see what they're gonna do. If they're gonna do. Okay. It depends on how much they make. It's Thanksgiving weekend, so they might make a lot. They might make not.
It seems like a good weekend.
Yeah.
For things.
Resident Evil, welcome to Racoon City. It's available out there. I think only on theaters. I think so. Yeah.
All right. King Richard.
If Racoon City, welcome to Racoon City is available only in the theaters. This one is available in the theaters nationwide, but also on HBO Max, which is where we saw.
Yeah, this is Will Smith's newest movie, and people are already talking about Oscar nominations for him. This is a biopic about the father of Venus and Serena Williams and his role and what he did to make them who they are. And from what I was like Googling and reading as we watched the movie, it's pretty accurate. It leaves out some details, but most of what we see on screen is pretty true to life. And yeah, I think Will Smith deserves the Oscar nom for this film.
It's really good. The movie is really good. The story is very interesting. I mean, sure, he's gonna get a nomination. He might win. It might be one of those cases that he deserved it for things he did before. Sure. The Academy didn't give it to him, but now they're gonna give it to him because they didn't give back then, and also because the race thing in America. But by all means, he's done a terrific job. The movie is really good. He acts, you know, you forget it's Will Smith and you start believing he's Richard. And it's a very, very great story, very great character. It is. The father of these two girls, he has a plan for his life and their lives since before they were born.
They were literally born to do this.
and they work hard for it. He every single moment he's doing the plan. The 72 pages of the plan to take them there, and in the plan, Venus will be among the greatest.
Venus would win Wimbledon, and Serena would be.
And he says something like she's gonna be among the best, and Serena would be the greatest of all time. And they do, and it's just through hard work. It's a family movie. It's all about the family. Bordizzo doesn't have a cameo, but
different family.
But the wife is there. The wife has to be part of the plan because you know it was either she was in or she would leave, and I don't know what happened left if they still married.
They're not.
They're not.
Yeah, it's actually kind of ironic, like how family oriented this is, and something that they kind of alluded to in the film, but didn't make a big deal out of. He actually had 5 other kids that he left. He just abandoned them.
Yeah, it was all the plans.
And they grew up.
He's the father of Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. It was all part of his plan.
Nope, he just abandoned them, left them to grow up in poverty, and married this woman who had, so the 3 older sisters, they were all hers from a previous marriage.
Oh.
And then he saw this whole tennis star thing, had the plan, was like, all right, we got to have 2 kids. And so they had the 2 kids. They're married, like, way after the events of this movie. He ended up with somebody else and had... So it's in, like it's a very much a family movie, and it's about this family, and he's so dedicated to this family. But in real life, like, the guy's got a lot of other kids, and he was not a father for them at all, according to what I read on the internet. Anyway.
Yeah, but in the movie, it's about the family. He works hard for the family. He works nights and train them during the day. He gets beat up by gangs to protect their kids. It's really great. The cast is, of course, Will Smith shines, does a terrific job, but the girls they cast to be, you know, the main character Serena and Venus, they are great. They're not only great actresses, but they play the sport really well. There's not I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of CGI. It's a lot of like they hitting the ball, or if the CGI is like state of the art. No, they do really play.
They are. A lot of attention to detail in this film at the end, as they often do with these kind of biopics. They show like, you know, the real life photos and things. They were picky with things like down to shirts and hairstyles and costumes and even like poses and like lining up shots and all that, helped in part by the fact that the real Richard he recorded everything obsessively. He had a video camera, took lots of pictures, and so they just had a wealth of resources to draw from to make, and he worked the press hard. So tons of resources to draw from, and they really did that. So yeah, everything you see on the screen pretty much happened like that, and so yeah, it's a crazy, it's like an almost unbelievable story, but it's really, they just did an incredible job putting it on screen, from the girls to Will Smith to everyone involved. John Bernthal, he's the other one. Other name I recognize.
A big mustache. No, it's a great movie. It teaches you a lot. It has a great message about the American dream, about working hard to achieve dreams and sacrifices. And it's not preachy. It's really good.
No.
Even though there's this whole race element because it's a black family. But
it's like a super white sport.
But they work hard to achieve the goal, no matter, you know.
Yeah.
And the movie doesn't feel like, you know, TV shows or movies these days. It feels like they pushing an agenda.
Yeah.
No, they tell the story. They tell really well. It's a great story. It's an American story of success that changed the world. Everybody in the planet might know or even heard of these girls.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks to this King Richard. They never explain quite why they call him King Richard, right? I could see John Bernthal make a joke.
Yeah.
Because
honestly, I don't remember.
That was not explicit.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good. I confessed before I watched it. It's like it's about. I mean, when they announced it before we watched it, it's like King Richard about the father of Venus and Serena Williams. It's like, why did they make a movie about the father?
Yeah.
But once you
I knew nothing about this.
Yeah, but once you watch it, it makes total sense because he opened the doors and all the doors.
He built the doors.
He built the doors, yeah, because. He had to learn how to do the sport to teach them, even though he was always looking for coaches to train them. He knew what was going on. He analyzed things. He studied on his little time off to prepare them. So it's not like he just wanted it and forced them. He learned, he prepared himself, and then he taught them and prepared them, got coaches, but there was still some stuff that was like, hey, do this. It would piss off coaches and a lot of people. Anyways.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. I definitely recommend watching this at home because I had my phone in my hands the whole time. Like something would happen, and I'm like, no way. I'm like, oh, yep, way that happened.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Well, since you heard here and since you can research before, I recommend to go watch it in the movies.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. There you go. Just watch it. This is a really good one.
Yeah, King Richard is available on HBO Max. If you don't want to go out, or if you want to crowd the family for Thanksgiving and watch sometime when you're digesting turkeys.
Oh yeah, this is a good one for that.
Yeah. Or if you want to take them all to the movies, it's available on movie theaters everywhere and anywhere.
Yes. All right. Anything else about the movies this week?
Movies? No, I think that's it. We saw these two movies. They were great. Two very different movies.
Totally different.
But yeah, you have options for Thanksgiving. You probably this episode's probably it's gonna be around Thanksgiving Day.
You have options for your holiday weekend. Let's talk television. Let's start with Supergirl.
Yeah, it's over. Finally. Moving on. We also saw the Supergirl. I mean, it was a finale. And we were talking about shows in TV that pushes agendas. And that show became that since season 2. It went down the hill. They forgot to tell stories, or they purposely decided not to tell stories, and decided to create this group of inclusive, diverse characters that would not
fine, except
it would not add anything to the story.
Yeah.
And when you do for the sake, like Fast and Furious, they have they have black people, they have white people, they have Asian woman. They have all these people working together as a family, not as a group of people working together, as a family. They have this diverse for the show. It works fine. Nobody's just pushing anything at any time. On the show, it was like since season 2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The show premiered on CBS, and I guess it wasn't even as bad as it was on season 2, 3, 4, 5, and but it was canceled. Imagine if it was bad, Anyways.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, CW picked up. It's like, no, we can keep doing it. Yeah. Let's put her on our Arrowverse. And so they brought her to CW, and I don't know what happened to CW. They decided to expand in ways that they shouldn't expand, and
It's been rough.
Everything was fine in the beginning. You had a black Jimmy. It's like they completely changed the character, but it was still working.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the guy behind the, what's it called? The tech guy.
Behind the guy in the chair.
The guy in the chair. They had a super villain woman, and they had the big boss. There was a woman, but then they start going to the super villain, the big super villain, her mom, aunt.
Yeah.
And it was okay. It was like dealing with human life, dealing with Kryptonians.
Yeah, standard superhero stuff.
But then they kicked Jimmy out, they kicked the guy in the chair out, and they start bringing new characters, new colors when it's green.
Which, again, whatever, but like the story was making less and less sense, and for a show like that just like hammered home these moral agendas, these moralistic agendas, their own moral codes and ethics were like so changeable and inconsistent. Like, it's just been really hard to watch. All due respect to the people involved with making it. There were some good moments. The costumes were good. Usually, nope, never mind. Yeah. It just, like a lot of these CW and Arrowverse shows, it should have died a while ago. And now it finally did, in like the most lackluster, anticlimactic finale I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, so. It was, yeah. No, you talked about the dynamics. It was like, they had they preach this whole diversity, inclusivity, blah blah blah. Yeah. But it was like when there was a group of women in the screen, and there was like a super powerful man that can help save the day, or can save the day basically by himself. They sent him away to hold that building. And then Martian Manhunter,
it was painful.
A Justice League member, would hold the building until the girls would
Martian Manhunter, who, like, if you think Superman is overpowered, like this guy?
Anyways, and even the relationships with the rest of the Arrowverse, they got away with like cosmic and earth shattering tragedies, and they would never bother calling Flash. Or maybe they did, but Barry's like, heck no, I already have to do with Iris. I'm not gonna go there. Anyways, Supergirl is over. It's available. I don't know, whatever is CW. On CW is available. I'm pretty sure you can buy on streaming. If you wanna,
if this is your cup of tea, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
I, for one, am really okay with this.
It's okay because everybody's good. Even bad guys are good. Ugh. Bad guys love. Bad guys are good people too. There's no evil in the world because
except
Supergirl, she revealed her true self, and she revealed her name to the world. It's like, oh man, it's like you have a missed opportunity. You should take her to the future to work with the Legion. Keep her there. Did the Dreamer girl, boy, whatever, went to the future? I can't remember.
I honestly don't remember.
Because, anyways, yeah.
Anyway.
Legion, superheroes, and blah blah blah. Anyways, she's still around on the CW, on the Arrowverse, so maybe she's gonna pop on Flash.
We still have the Armageddon.
But on the poster for Armageddon, they have Alex. They don't have her.
They don't have her.
Yeah.
Alright.
It could always be something. She's like, I'm done. The actress, I'm done.
Yeah.
Or she's like, okay, I want this boatload of money, and they said, no, we give you a napkin. And she's like, okay, so they couldn't get a,
Yeah.
Anyways, Alex would do for, it's like, hey, we have lunch. She's like, oh yeah, sure. Because I don't know if Alex is gonna get a job. Anyways, Supergirl done, over.
Let's talk about a show we like.
We still have to get rid of Batwoman, but by the way,
no, let's get rid of the Flash first.
They announced. But they announced another. I don't know if you talked about this last week, but they announced another Poison Ivy.
Oh my gosh!
For Batwoman,
they cast someone who totally looked the part.
Yeah, it's like in August we announced. We talked to hear about this Poison Ivy, Dr. Pamela Isley.
Yeah.
as Poison Ivy.
And we were like, cool, she looks really good.
Yeah,
this
red
is a great,
hair.
like, solid female Gotham villain who fits in and maybe can, like, be a really good thing for the show.
Yeah.
And she's not Alice, so that's great.
Yeah. But I don't know what happened. I just know she's still gonna come and kick this fake butts out of the question. But what happened right now is that they have Poison Ivy, and is what's a bucket? Kate Kane, stepsister.
It's her stepsister, yeah.
Stepsister.
Something Hamilton.
Asian.
What's her
Hamilton.
name?
Anyways, Maria Hamilton.
Okay.
No, it's not Maria.
Oh.
But it's like anyways, if you thought that show could get worse, it can. The guys are talented.
So we're right back to Kate Kane's sisters being the driving villains of the show.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh well.
It's a doctor. There's the whole oath, do no harm, and Poison Ivy is the opposite. It's like harm this mother because plants,
Yeah.
The green. I'm here for the green. I want those. Anyways.
Yeah.
We're gonna ride that ship. We're gonna ride that boat full of crap when we get there. For now, it's just saying that.
Just know that happened.
That Stargirl is still good.
Stargirl was solid.
Hopefully, the Arrowverse is gonna keep that going good. What else? Black Lightning is over. Legend, we behind Legends.
Way behind on Legends.
We go back to Legends, which was always funny, and it was so funny, and they had freedom to do whatever. That I was like, we don't care, we laugh, and we enjoy.
There's another example of like a really like crazy diverse cast in every way you could think of that like show that diversity is like a really good and a beautiful thing without like punching you in the face with a scripted agenda.
Yeah, but that's the problem with Supergirl. If you compare to Supergirl, like even the worst, crappiest show is gonna win. The way they did was bad.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, this is a good counter.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This is how to do it.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
In the Flash has a lot of problems too, but Supergirl is still worse than the Flash in their worst moments.
Yeah. Anyway, so what show we liked? Foundation.
So
good.
Based on Isaac Asimov's books, short stories, and narrative universe they created. Apple TV Plus had this show, and first season was great.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was.
I loved it.
Terrific.
And especially the last few episodes.
And we were talking about earlier. We were talking about the Eternals. That was beautiful and that has good moments. But like in contrast to the Foundation is like dense, and I mean dense by really good and well thought writing. And I'm not even talking about because of the source material, because it was an adaptation. So is the Eternals, but this one was like really well written. It was like beautiful, like it's like frames were pictures, were like paintings.
Yeah,
great casting. It was. Yeah, that's what I wanted to when I was asking you about like great moments in the Eternals.
Oh, okay.
Like, in the Foundation, it was like you can pick like several.
You can't look away from the Foundation. I have this bad habit of like I've always got something in my hands, usually my phone, when we're watching stuff. You can't do that with Foundation. There is something incredible and important happening the whole time. They wasted no time. And the first few episodes I thought like, oh, okay, I see where this is going. Nope, I was wrong. I did not see where it was going. It's so interesting. And the finale, man, that's how you do a finale. Like things came to a nice satisfying end and then, oh, nope, just kidding. Massive cliffhangers. I need more of this universe. It's so interesting. And so unlike anything we've heard or seen before.
And the way they deal with time is so...
Yeah.
And it's like if in some works of fiction they do with lives like. They kill people really easy in many works of fiction. It's like in Game of Thrones and the Red Wedding. Like a lot of the Starks died.
What
like
a moment.
you know, and in this one they deal with lives, but they deal with time. But time affects lives because if it goes 130 plus years in the future, your family is gone, your friends are gone. You know the way you leave. Might be gone. So the way they deal with time in this is like it's like lonely journeys of characters through space and time, and some met in the future, which was pretty cool. But everything you knew that stayed behind in the past is like I thought the finale was great because it's like oh you know. And the entire thing was really good. Apple Plus, knocking out of the park. They still producing way less than Netflix or HBO. By me, HBO, but everything they doing is pretty good.
Yeah, the quality on this one. There are a lot of scenes where like I just hear like Richard Hammond in my head, who's at no expense, or Robert Hammond, whatever, Dr. Hammond from. He's not even a doctor. I'm gonna stop. It's amazing. It's amazing. You need to see it. So all of season 1 is done. It will like totally just shatter your mind, but in such a great way.
Yeah, it's all available on Apple Plus. Don't binge it.
No.
Yeah, watch one. Wait a couple of days. Yeah, it's a good one to process.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. Also from Apple TV Plus was The Morning Show, which the second season?
Second season.
Yeah, wrapped up this past week.
Yeah.
This is still like super topical and they've taken it new direction. So the first season was all about Me Too and feminism, and then this one got a little bit more into cancel culture and COVID.
Yeah, and COVID was kind of a tease because first episode, and they wanted to keep it up to date. That's one of the main things of the show, which I don't think it's I think it stopped working.
It's tricky
because on the first season it was about the Me Too. It was like heavily inspired or based on Matt Lauer, but it was after the fact. It was a little while after the fact. On this one, it's kind of...
it's still happening.
It's still happening, and it wasn't it was distant from the fact as the first one. Besides the fact that Matt Lauer is a thing that, has influence in the country, and COVID is a global thing. So they teased in the first episode was like the streets of New York completely empty. Then they cut to months before, and then they go through and then COVID is like on the sides, and then it only actually gets to it on the second to last episode, the last 5 seconds, and then on the last episode. And every time, even before that. Every time they talk about let's prepare, let's send the cameras to home. It's like
the timeline got a little
on a fake on a fake sensation on a misinformation to the point that the press knew and the Illuminati of the press were ready before everybody else, which was it hit everybody in the entire planet. That nobody was ready. Nobody was like, we should. Yeah. Anyways, which took away from all the drama. The show had all the dramas, more interesting. The behind the scenes of how to make a show and the drama among them.
Yeah,
it's pretty interesting. And they delve a little bit into politics too, but that didn't do it. And.
I don't know if I'm ready for like fictionalized COVID stuff. I think The Good Doctor did too much of it too soon, and it was hard to watch, and it doesn't. I don't know. It feels like it's too soon. I don't think we're ready for that. And there were other themes that, like you said, they could have stuck with more. There's like the mental health stuff, the cancel culture, still things that are very relevant and modern that would have been a lot more, I think, interesting to watch. And I don't know, not ready to relive all of that because we're still actually living it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can dealing the way they did is like it's like 2 steps back. You can never take more than a half step forward because you don't know.
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
But yeah,
anyway.
There's a lot going on. What's his book? I can't remember his name. Corey. I can't remember.
Corey.
Can't remember his
the actor.
Yeah. Anyways, he won an Emmy for Best Actor in Supporting Role. So the show it's on a roll. The show is successful, and it's one of the powerhouses of Apple Plus. And definitely gonna come back for more. Let's see what happens next. But
I'm optimistic. The first season was great. This season had its problems, but also had a lot of good stuff. And like really compelling stuff too. So
yeah, I mean the whole for me the issue was the whole COVID. It was such a tease, and what happened on the last episode, and okay.
Well, we will find out. Okay, let's go through some other news. How's Afterlife doing at the box office?
It's doing really great. It's doing a bit better than expected. Around 40 million. Fans are loving it, and critics and they're like divided. But critics.
But who's surprised? Because Ghostbusters, this is not a critics' film.
Oh, but they will.
It's a fan film.
But the critics will criticize everything. It's their job.
Well, sure, it is literally their job. Yeah, but I guess I'm saying it's not like a huge surprise that Ghostbusters Afterlife would not be.
Oh yeah, I thought considering that it's fine. It's just stupid on how some critics are bashing on this one, trying to defend the by now dead and cold Ghostbusters 2016 and saying that people that like this movie is because they are what's against women? They are misogynist.
This film has one of the best female leads that we have seen in so long.
It is ridiculous.
She's 12, but she's amazing.
The lead is a girl.
Yeah.
Half of the group is girls. They have another girl.
This is very female positive.
Yeah. No, it's.
And then we have the non-binary evil death goddess. So this is a very progressive film.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What's those?
Gozer. Yeah. Anyway, just saying.
And if you didn't see it, go see it. That one is
so good.
It's so good. It's like for me, one of the marks of a great movie is, and I can say that after watching Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is long, or Lord of the Rings, all 3 extended editions, back to back. It's like when the credits start rolling, I feel the desire to go back and rewatch again.
Yes.
And this one is the case. It's like
it is. I still love it a week later. I get really into the movies that we watch, and so usually I'm a little hyped up after we watch one, and I'm like, oh man, this is great. And then a couple days later, I'm like, it was okay, it was fun. Nope, this one, still love it. Can't wait to watch it again with my family. So good.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Yeah.
And one of the things we've talked about this. Among ourselves and on the podcast, it really is such a family film, and behind the scenes too. So this was made by the son of the guy who made the first one, so this has been a whole father-son thing for him. And then of course Harold Ramis passed away before they made this film, but they worked with his kids to kind of develop and bring Egon Spengler into the story such as he is. And his oldest daughter has, in an interview, talked about how much she loved that portrayal and how involved she got to be in putting that together. So yeah, I thought that was really great. It was last week's movie, but still.
Yeah.
It's still great, and you should see it.
But yeah, you should see it. We just saw trailers. I mean, the tease for Bel Air, the reboot of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but now it's drama. And it's like Will Smith singing the song everybody knows, but this time like really dramatic and dark. And
I need convincing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's one of those CW shows. Like Riverdale.
Yeah.
Riverdale I really want to watch, but then I think about it, it's like, nah.
No.
But Riverdale is like it's like Supernatural for me. It's like the type of commitment. I remember when Supernatural was on, my friends said, hey, you should watch. Like, when it's over, I'll start it. I should watch when it's over. It's like took, I don't know, 10 years after that to show finally get over, and I still didn't watch it. So yeah, no. But we also saw the trailer for the League of Superpets.
Yeah, this looks like a fun, goofy, silly, fun movie. This is DC and quite literally Superpets, mostly Crypto, Superman's dog, voiced by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and a bunch of pets.
Yeah, Kevin Hart is Ace, which I'm pretty sure was Batman's dog, Bruce's dog, but the trailer shows something different. We'll see. Yeah. It looks funny. It's like two funny guys and a lot of other funny people, and beautifully animated. We see Justice League. We see Lex Luthor, and they're gonna play around that and entertain kids and big kids.
This kind of, so I don't know if you remember, like years and years ago when Bolt came out. At the beginning of Bolt, it's like superhero action dog with powers.
Bolt was such a surprise for me.
I know, and I was like, this looks like a fun kid movie. And then they find out, he doesn't have powers. It's all a TV show.
Yeah, but it's a great movie.
It is, but like I personally was slightly let down.
I like
the powers were fake.
No, it was a surprise for me. It was like a touchy story. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, it was. Yeah. I definitely cried, but. I'm just saying, like, it was kind of a letdown. Like, he doesn't have superpowers. This time, the animals do. Yeah. John Krasinski is...
the voice of Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this time, the pets are voiced by really good people. There's no Louis C.K. involved, so...
It's basically the cast of SNL. Yeah. Like Kate McKinnon and Vanessa Bayer and...
And these two SNL?
Maybe it was just those people? No, but they were on the same cast together. And other people. Anyway, it looks fun.
Talking about Louis C.K., there once was a nice pet, but now it's probably, he's on the left side, so he's probably making her way up. But one who's not making her way up and actually gonna have to pay $31 million is Mr. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
The justice determined that he has to pay $31 million to Netflix because he was fired. Because, he kind of destroyed the show they had planned. Who knows? Maybe the show would run longer. 2 more seasons, 3 more seasons. Anyways. So he's going to have to pay.
Oh no, the creepy dude has to pay for his actions.
Let him pay. No. Or before he comes with an excuse, but I'm gay.
Oh, that was bad. That was so bad. Although I will say this, it was one like unifying moment. I feel like
what
for society, like he came, like nobody was speaking up for him. Everybody was like, no, dude, that was not cool.
I mean, besides the people, there was like a lot of people was like, so what? You're on you.
Well, yeah, there was that. Yeah, but the whole like
Seth MacFarlane's like I made jokes about that for years. Didn't people? Anyways.
No, but it wasn't that. It was the whole like coming out as gay to try to deflect from being a sexual predator. Like yeah. I assaulted people, but I'm gay. Like oh man. Buddy.
Well. Let's go through some news.
Blade reboot.
What?
A Blade reboot.
Okay, Blade. The Blade movie. Delroy Lindo is gonna be involved, so it's a cool one. He's a great guy. He has a great voice.
Oh, okay.
And you might recognize him if you see him. Anyways, Sabine was cast.
For the Asohka series. This is not an actress I've seen before. Natasha Bordizzo.
Yeah, she's.
I haven't heard her name.
Asian.
I don't know.
She looks Asian. I'm not sure if she's Asian or not, but she looks Asian.
She looks like
Sabine. But Sabine is Sabine Asian? I couldn't tell because her hair keeps changing color.
Well, she's Mandalorian.
So what?
So I'm saying, like, I don't know.
Pedro Pascal is Mandalorian. He's
yeah,
Latino.
but I'm saying. You're asking about Sabine. I'm saying the character, like, I don't know if Mandalore has an Asia. But this actress does have similar facial features to the way Sabine is animated.
Does it? Okay, in that case. It's because, it's kind of like a Japanese type of animation. And people kind of always look kind of Japanese. But also not, because you have black people in this Japanese kind of animation. And is it possible someone be black and look Japanese? I don't think so.
I don't know.
There's this movie,
she looks like Sabine, and that's all we know about her.
Trouble in Little China. There's the main girl, the princess. She's Asian, but she has like extremely blue eyes.
Oh, that's very dramatic.
Yeah, no, it was one of the first times I was like, I didn't know that was possible. Anyways, not a geneticist. Okay.
Also at Disney, Black Panther 2 is on hiatus until February.
Since August because of allegedly because of Letitia Wright injury. But there's some people saying there's more, saying she cannot get into the country, but she can't. Anyways, it's on hiatus, and we'll see what happens. Skip this one. Okay. Food news.
Yeah, so Food Network, I guess they've been redoing a bunch of contracts. Good news. Amberle's Worst Cooks in America is renewed for 2 more seasons.
When I read this, I was like, it was renewed for 2nd season.
Oh no, this show's been on forever.
Exactly. I thought it was like they should only had 1 season, and then I found out it was like 24th season.
Yeah, it's been on for a while. And she's one of like the anchors of like one of the big faces names on Food Network. And personally, I love the show. Like, it starts out hilarious, but there's a lot of really good, like, wholesome, like, character building and education, and it's great. I learn a lot from the show.
Join her as a co-host is going to be Clifford the dog.
What?
No, it's Cliffles. You should know the name. You know the show. Cliffs.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
This one chef name's Cliffs.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't
We'll see. She's had a few chefs come and go over the seasons, but she's always there. Yeah. Bobby Flay is one who joined her at one point, and he had some drama with Food Network, which is crazy because he's like the face. He's like the biggest guy they have.
And he was ready to leave. I don't know if you talked about it, but I read last week that he's leaving. I was like, oh, really? Okay.
He's a long career.
Why is he going?
So many shows.
But guess what? He's not leaving.
Yeah. There were stalled negotiations, but he's back. So don't worry. Bobby Flay Showdown. Maybe someday we'll get a little bit more Iron Chef America. I don't know. We can dream. Probably still be on Food Network Star. I don't know. We'll see. But he's still there. Okay. Anything else?
No, nothing comes to mind. There's a lot coming this next next weeks. Mm-hmm. There's going to talk about this one.
Oh yeah, I was going to make sure that.
Okay,
that's a happy note.
Sure. But yeah, like tomorrow comes Hawkeye, the first I think 2 episodes of Hawkeye. There's a new HBO Max movie called This looks fun. It's a holiday movie with Neil Patrick Harris called 8-Digit Christmas.
8-Bit Christmas.
8-Bit Christmas.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, there's so many. We're gonna talk more as they come because But there's stuff to be excited. We start watching Wheel of Time. on Amazon.
Yes.
We're
Oh my
gonna
gosh.
go back to that. We need to watch Tiger King, and
the new Witcher animation.
The new Witcher animation.
Yeah. And yeah, there's just more between now and like the end of the year. There's so much good stuff.
Yeah.
Coming.
If only we had a holiday where we would eat the entire day and watch shows, right?
Oh gosh, if only.
Yeah.
If only. Well, last but not least, I would like to end on a high note. Turns out Hayao Miyazaki has come back from retirement again to do his swan song, which I guess is basically like Cher doing a farewell tour. It's like, right. This is your last one. Totally. We definitely believe that. But this one is based on, so it's another animation, obviously, and it's based on a Japanese novel from the 1950s, like a coming-of-age story, but there's, as Miyazaki does, there's going to be some, like, fantasy elements. So, anyway, there's not only a new Studio Ghibli film coming in the next couple of years, it is actually a new Miyazaki film, which I think is delightful. The man makes...
No, it's not a Studio Ghibli, is that?
No, it is. I'm saying it's not only Studio Ghibli, it is actually... Miyazaki.
Okay.
Yeah. Not all Ghibli films are Miyazaki.
It has a name?
Oh, yes, and I forgot it. Hold on.
Oh, that's a different name. Yes, and I forgot it.
No, wait. It was there.
But it's going to be magical.
I lost it, yeah. It's going to be lovely.
It's always magical.
Something like all our lives, or...
Yes, but I forgot it by Hayao Miyazaki. Coming soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess that's it for this week. Mm-hmm. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Mm-hmm. Gobble gobble, eat turkey and deviled eggs and pies. Mm-hmm. And yeah, watch shows. There's a lot of cool stuff to watch in other streaming sphere. Ooh, like that. Mm-hmm. I said it first.
Good job.
Maybe.
That's a good one.
I don't know.
Make it a hashtag.
Anyways, and yeah, have fun with the family. We see you next week. When we're gonna talk, I don't know what we're gonna talk next week. Is that what's the Kingsman? No, Kingsman is only in the end.
Gosh, I don't remember. We'll talk about something.
Yeah.
We'll have opinions about it.
It's gonna be a great week. We're not gonna talk about Supergirl because it's over.
Aww.
And it's over our episode, so may the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.